1, 2, 3, go wild and crazy!
Good evening. My name's Robbie. I'm Robbie Bushe, and I'm an artist and an art lecturer. We got any other artists in here tonight? We know, don't we? This is not a night off, but a night for information gathering. Oh yes, never knowingly out of role. So I draw, and I paint, and I exhibit my work professionally. Also, I teach ordinary people how to draw and paint and exhibit their work semi-professionally. Always hold something back. My top tutorial advice to an art student is, I can see what you're trying to do, but I don't think you're quite getting there yet. So right now I'm making a series of artworks based on my childhood home back in Aberdeenshire. Made completely from memory. I'm calling them my memory paintings of my childhood home. These form part of my research output for the REF, the government audit every 5 years of research at universities. REF stands for Research Excellence Framework. When I first heard that, I thought, hey, I'm ahead of the game. My work is already excellent, and it's framed. Just got the research to do. But you've got to fill out lots of forms. You've got to evidence what your process is. You've got to show any insights or new insights that you've gleaned. And you've got to demonstrate how the work has been disseminated and to whom. So, is my drawing and painting research, or just me making up some nice pictures? Let's find out. So today was a studio day. But before I can begin being creative, there are a series of very important steps I have to do to get in the zone. I call this faff time. You've all got that right? Well, here's mine. Step 1, go to kitchen, make coffee. Step 2, while in kitchen, take all the herbs and spices out of the cupboard. Step 3, rearrange spices into alphabetical order. Step 4, give up halfway through, shove them all back in the cupboard exactly as they were before. Step 5, check Instagram. Step 6, notice one of your former students is showing their work at a London gallery professionally. Step 7, press like and type, well done, I'm very proud of you, the work looks great. Exercise is done, I can now get on with my work in the studio. So as I said, at the moment I'm starting by drawing elements of my childhood home. It could be a particular room, it could be the shape of a floor, it could be my father's chaise longue. But today I decide to paint and draw the second of the 2 bathrooms, which, as I remember, had a sunken bath in lurid avocado. This was 1974. Not when I did the drawing, but... So I start by drawing it out in pen. And as I draw, I let my mind drift in and out of consciousness as I try to reassemble the pictures in my mind. And the drawing's done. Then I take some big, kick-ass tubes of oil paint. That's all over the floor. I start to make some color with a palette knife, avocado, on my palette. My color's mixed, I put the palette knife down, I pick up a brush. The floor needs sweeping. I I pick up a paintbrush and I start to, now this is where it gets a little bit complicated, so sorry, I start to colour it in. Now, this is quite a small painting, so you'd expect it to take around about 2 hours. It takes me 4. Because every now and again I have to stop, pause and reflect. Stand back, squint my eyes, hold my nose, bounce up and down, do the hokey cokey, and turn around. And that's what it's all about. And the painting appears. But sometimes I go outside to draw. The real world can be treacherous. It's not the rain, the wind, or the cold. It's the people. People everywhere. So you gotta have a plan. Step 1, find yourself a spot where no one will disturb you. Step 2, wear a set of kick-ass headphones. And make sure when you're drawing, you only look at what you're drawing and never in between. But to some people, this presents a challenge. So I was up Calton Hill at the weekend drawing. I took myself off the main path, and 2 ladies spotted me who were on the path. Annabelle, look, there's a chap drawing up there. He must be very cold and lonely. Let's go and investigate. So they get off their path, they go in the muddy grass, and they approach me. I keep drawing. Annabelle says, "Hello. How interesting." "Can I see what you're doing?" I pretend not to hear. The other one, let's call her Lucinda, walks right in front of me, bends down in front of my gaze, and mouths, "Are you an artist?" The game's up, so I have to take my headphones off, engage in polite conversation. Now, I love genuinely teaching and passing on my skills and expertise, but this is me at my other job. I mean, you wouldn't stop a traffic warden and say to them, "Oh yes, I had an uncle who was a very good traffic warden." But none of it seems to have passed on to me. I can't board in the traffic for toffee. So there's a little bit about my process. But have we gleaned anything? Well, perhaps it's that making art is not a spectator sport. But maybe it should be. Well, here we are at this year's Turner Prize semi-final. We've got Kasia Kodinska, the cardboard constructivist, up against Robbie Bushe, memory painter. Let's hope they both remember to turn up. So process check, insight check, but what about dissemination? Well, tonight I've just had a private view, or I'm about to show you a private view, of one of my paintings. Yeah, you like it? Yours to take home tonight for £300. Got another one in my pocket of the lurid avocado batter. Paint's still wet. See me in the bar after. So I've just had a private view of my work to a new audience at a major Edinburgh venue. Thank you very much. I've been Robbie Bushe.